Hey, alright, today, like, literally today as of recording this, now, I'll probably end up editing this later, uploading it at some later time, but today is February 25th, the day after my birthday, and I went and saw the Battle of Aiken, which is like a Civil War reenactment. And of course, there's other stuff there too. There were some Korean War demonstrations and like just showing off like war stuff, but a lot of it was like old Southern South Carolina stuff. So I went to that today with my friend Jonathan. It was awesome. I got some things there, like, check it out. I got this bottle. This is the only thing I really brought home from this year. This year I brought this bottle and that's about it. But it's really cool. It comes with like the cork, and you could have got lemonade, root beer, or cream soda in it. I had lemonade. Last year I got the root beer. Now last year I had a different bottle. This is the bottle I had from last year. And I lost the cork. It broke. It got stuck inside of there when I tried pulling it out one day. And I don't know. And I got some other stuff too. Last year I got this rubber band gun. It does have I don't know what happened to the instructions, but it came with instructions on how to load it. I don't have any of the rubber bands anymore. I think they broke or something. And then of course I got Confederate flag here. Because, I mean, come on. I took some videos and I wanted to show it. They had some really cool stuff. They had a flamethrower, and they had like a couple different reenactments. They had the actual battle reenactment that we were all there for. But then they had like a shootout, like an old timey type shootout. I don't want to say old Western because we're not Western, we're Southern. But I don't know. It's sort of like that. Like it really kind of reminds me of Red Dead, especially with how some of the actors are dressed, and even some of the patrons were dressed that way. So you'll see. I might just show them now.
We're here.
I like what you got.
Hey, fool.
Video about what involves going to jail and also writing the document. Oh. Oh, okay. It makes you think, yeah.
Yeah, man, shop local.
Homemade soap.
Like 9-year-old. 9-year-old woman. Her bucket was described as she called the cops. She told the
Yeah.
accusers of random things. And they came to her birthday party.
You get a Confederate tie.
Dude, I should get that for my suit.
I don't know. Would that really match color-wise?
That'd be hilarious. $25.
Use some wooden spoons. So you even got a burned American flag on the back.
South Carolina.
Oh, here we go. One with a Confederate.
There we go. Use that for making a spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Oh, these are cool.
There's some brain tonic. Brain tonic. I know some people that could use that.
Let's see here. The ideal brain tonic. I just want to take a picture of it.
I love the wooden toys though. I don't see toys like wooden toys all around that often anymore.
Yeah.
They even got the flappers.
Killer of Pain.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's why it's the brain tonic.
Yeah. Snake oil. 50 cents for snake oil. That's expensive.
And they got jaw hearts. You got one of those at the flea market?
Yeah.
One of the things.
But I was just saying if they had another one here. I got a couple of the actual flags. I thought if they just had the battle flag.
Doesn't look like it.
Still though, very cool. It's on a Maryland.
Boo Hill.
Oh, he lived after the war.
Well, hey, it didn't kill everybody.
Okay. Don't know how about his moon. North. Where would north be?
Well, the sun's coming up from that way, so that way is east. So that way would be north.
Notice
Yeah.
the statues always face north.
Yeah.
Face the enemy. I was wondering because they caught on that very important.
There might have been an accident, but even if so, that's...
What was the one at where were they at? The ones in Savannah were always facing north.
You're on the wrong side of the road.
Uh-oh. Oh, crap.
You're about to get shot.
All right.
Oh, man, these enactments are real. I love the realism.
Whoops.
No, they actually jumped. That's funny.
Them horse.
That's called char cloth. But anyway, when you take the linen or the flax plant and what are you doing? Okay. Is that all right? I've never rolled in the dirt and done it. Well, you burn. Yeah.
Do you know what you can do? You can actually light a match on the back of his Wow.
I didn't know it drove. I thought it was like a fly.
I know. I guess it's got an actual engine up in there. They got to let the rope down so we can drive through.
Dude.
He's got a gun.
He's got a gun. He's coming right for us. That is so cool.
Oh, yeah.
If you're down in this area beyond the rope, you'll have to go ahead and sit down at the boat behind the rope and stand on the parade lap. That way everybody can see.
I like how they did that.
It only goes about 80 for the
Heritage Foundation that supports the museum down in Paris Island, and we go up and down the East Coast educating the recruits and the general public on the history of the Marine Corps. Today we're going to be demonstrating some of the weapons that would have been used by the typical Marine infantry platoon in the Korean War from 1950 to 53. Our first weapon that will get demonstrated is the sidearm of the time. It is the M1911A1 Colt government model. Now, back in the Philippine insurrection, which was 1899 to 1901, the Army had trouble and the Marine Corps had trouble down there when they were fighting Moro tribesmen who would go into battle hopped up on drugs. So they did not feel pain. so it took a lot to take them down. So the typical 38 caliber round just wasn't cutting it. So the Army conducted a study. They determined that the best round to be the solution was the 45 caliber. Enter John Moses Browning, genius firearms inventor who worked for Colt, and he built what's now called the government model M1911A1 and around that weapon. This is a weapon that basically became the foundation for all modern centerfire pistols. It fires that heavy 45 caliber round. It's got a 5-inch barrel, and it has 7 rounds in each magazine. It was the sidearm of the U.S. military forces, and of course for the Marine Corps, from 1911 all the way up until 1985 when it was replaced by the M9 Beretta. However, it lives on to this day. Elite units in the Marine Corps, the Navy, and the Special Forces still use some variants of the 1911. I give it the 1911 Colt government model.
It's so just satisfying.
The
Those
next
things are
weapon
crazy
we're going
for
to be
Don. When
demonstrating
you're
for you
playing for
is
Don.
the M1 carbine.
Oh,
The
dude.
M1 carbine was developed because of an Army study back in 1938
That's probably my
where they
favorite gun of all
determined
time
that
for
the
real.
typical service rifle was
Yeah.
too heavy, too expensive, and too cumbersome to be carried by the soldiers or Marines that weren't riflemen. So officers, senior staff NCOs, cooks, bakers, candlestick makers, anybody whose primary role wasn't to be a rifleman. So they put out a study. Winchester came up with a design. The guy that initially designed it was Ed Browning. He's the half-brother of John Moses Browning. Unfortunately, he passed away just before it went to prototype. Now, this is only weighs 5.5 pounds, 35 inches long. During World War II, it was firing from a 15 or 20 round box magazine. By the time Korea came around, they had increased it to a 30 round magazine. They also came out with a version that was for paratroopers that had a folding stock. They had a version that had fully automatic capability. They also had a version that carried the very first generation of infrared night scopes. So I give you the carbine, M1 carbine.
M1 carbine. Dude,
Yeah,
that muzzle flash. Yeah.
Shotgun. It was the very first very successful pump shotgun in history.
The Doom
It
shotgun.
became the #1 selling shotgun in the American market, and for military use, it was modified. The first thing they did was they added a heat shield across the barrel, so that the user would not get their hands burned from a hot barrel. They added a lug on the front that you can attach a 1917 16-inch bayonet.
Dude,
Pretty
that's a sword.
big sticker. And then they had what was called slam fire capability. So every time that if you held the trigger down, every time you cycled the round from the pump and the round was seated in, it came into battery. When it came back and pushed it forward, it went back into battery. It would fire automatically.
So you just hold the trigger.
Hold it down, and as quick as you can pull the pump, it would fire. What this meant was, when you had 5 rounds in the tube and 1 in the throat, you could dump all 6 rounds off in about 3 seconds. Now, each of those 12-gauge shotgun rounds has got 9 double-lock buckshot rounds inside. So you're literally putting in a very short-range target area 54 30 caliber rounds, which is how it got its name to be the trench gun. Very, very effective up close. Certainly wouldn't do much for you if you're out open,
People had their
open
heads
land,
blown off.
but if you're in a trench, in an urban environment, or in the jungle, a superior and very effective.
That's probably my
weapon.
favorite gun in
It was
Verdun,
in
too.
service from 1897 all the way to 1950, or in production to 1957, and the last of them came out of military service with the United States in 1991. So the first Gulf War was its swan song. I give it 1897 trench gun.
1897 trench gun. In essence, a semi-automatic pump shot. This is the Doom shotgun, basically.
Loading it.
Come on.
I think he's got it.
Come on, Uncle Chester, you got this. Oh no, fumble.
He's not ready on the right.
The Korean War will be over by the time I'm finished loading.
All right,
We got him.
let's do it.
Here they go.
Jammed. It sucks.
It was probably better at one time.
Yes.
Oh
U.S.
yes.
military sidearm for a rifleman from World War II until the end of Korea. Finally phased out in
Yeah.
the Marine Corps in 1962.
Another one of my
When it was
favorites.
replaced by the M14.
The M14 is my
developed by a
favorite.
Canadian-American gun designer who worked for Springfield Armory. It took 10 years in development. It was first adopted in 1937. Unfortunately, since the Army had the priority of production, the Marine Corps did not receive their full complement of M1s until late mid-1943. So we were still going into the early battles of World War II, at least the Marine Corps did, with the 03 Springfield before we got the M1 Garand. The Garand is a semi-automatic, gas-operated, shoulder-fired weapon. It weighs 9.5 pounds, and when I said it is semi-automatic and gas-operated, that is the significant difference with this weapon. We are the first country to convert our everyday infantrymen and arm them with a semi-automatic self-loading rifle. All other countries in the world at the time, although there were semi-automatic weapons out there, did not issue them to their typical infantrymen. Maybe the elite forces got some, but not their typical infantrymen. So our ability to fire semi-automatically without having to cycle manually a bolt-action rifle, and the fact that we fired from an 8-round clip gave us a tremendous firepower capability over our enemies. This weapon served well in World War II and in Korea and in the early parts of Vietnam. I give it the M1 Garand.
Dream
These rifles are thousands of dollars, to keep that in mind.
Sorry, jump up.
Yeah.
Here goes M1. Oh my God, even give me one, Jeff. I want Altair to help me.
The classic ping sound.
Yeah, that was great.
1918 Browning automatic rifle. This is something the grand piano of the rifle squad. So, when we went into World War I, the United States forces did not have a light machine gun in the inventory. And again, John Moses Browning, and he came up with the Browning automatic rifle, demonstrated it for the Army. They went ahead and approved its production. However, it did not see widespread action at the end of World War I. Some did make it into combat, but not many. I'll give you the BAR.
Hopefully it's full auto.
Couple years. 1914 BAR.
You're messing up.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
You know that thing is freaking heavy.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I just imagine being in battle facing 8 of those.
Face full of that.
Yeah.
Trying to get it ready for the people on the right.
Good afternoon, folks. My name is Steve Price. I work at the Museum of Paris Island. I'm also the gunnery sergeant attached to this particular unit. And what you're about to see is the M2-2 flamethrower. Now, at the beginning of World War II, when America got involved, we were the only country that did not have an operational flamethrower. So they quickly went to develop one because we knew we understood the need for a flamethrower device.
The wind's blowing at us. This is going to get fun.
Which was absolutely a dismal failure. So we quickly went back and redesigned and just a
Gonna stand back a little bit.
weapon came out. Now, this weapon is loaded with 10 gallons of fuel, it weighs 80 pounds. It has a maximum effective range of about 75 yards if they're using high-octane aviation fuels mixed with napalm. It's a gelling agent. This weapon is the only weapon in the Marine Corps arsenal that can actually shoot around corners. Okay?
Wow.
If you're in a trench, you come to a corner, bad guys around the other side, you actually can hit the opposite wall of that trench, and that corner, it'll ricochet right around the corner. When an operator lights this weapon off, he has a total of 9 seconds of flame, and that's it. That's why in the footage of these being used, usually you see from the island of Iwo Jima, color footage, the operators are firing a short control burst so they can make that last longer as much as possible. This weapon is extremely safe to the shooter, okay? Now, well, the reason I bring that up is because probably the majority of people here have seen the movie where a guy's moving forward, one of the tanks gets shot, he blows up, right? That has never happened with one of these, ever. It cannot happen, actually, okay? That's never happened. Now, so, you said you got 9 seconds of flame, maximum range about 75 yards, weighs 80 pounds. So you're moving, but you're not moving real fast with this thing. But, like I said, extremely effective weapon. Now, a lot of people think it's horrendous because people are being burned up. That's not what takes away the enemy element. What takes it away is the air in the bunkers that we're fighting positions are replaced with carbon dioxide, and they're almost instantaneously gone. So that's why this weapon works quite well. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the M2-2 flamethrower.
Bring it on. Ooh. I can feel that heat.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Face full of that with a brain.
Dude.
The smoke too,
Look at the
dude.
shade of the smoke.
It's all black.
Dude. Could you just even imagine being in battle and seeing that?
Well, hey, that was good. Woo!
That was cool.
The fire.
That shotgun.
That one was better than last year.
Yeah. Get up, Debbie.
Do you think you would use this for no reason?
No, I'm not a big gun guy. I mean, it's interesting, but I wouldn't want to. Oh, I'd be interested in reading about it.
It's fiddling.
I need a
You need a magic.
There was a glass one that person bought.
Like these knives, man. It's pretty cool.
Those ain't regular blades on them either.
Well, I mean, they just look cool. I mean, you could probably still kill somebody with it.
That one right there is heavy enough to kill anything. Dude, you bought one of these. I thought those were the last ones.
Ah.
It's the appreciate you. I appreciate it. I thought that was the last one.
Raise a ruckus.
Raise a ruckus.
Oh, did you see Poop Deck Mess over here?
Hems of the Civil War period. Look at that church. That's where they buy it out on the left.
Is that?
The box for that and I have I'm gonna keep it until they buy it.
But down here's still pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't even think I went down here last year.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw this.
This is all new to me.
Fire. Yeah, I remember in the Revolution whenever they had the freaking Rick and Morty jacket.
The what?
The lady sitting there with the Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah. Time travelers, man. Time travelers.
You didn't know they existed?
Yeah. Them damn time travelers. But he was talking. I thought he wasn't doing it.
And they also have a big bayonet that charge the crowd.
I don't think John could win could do this any better. I like your hat.
Thank you, man.
Oh, we were talking about your vest earlier.
dude.
Yeah.
Hey, you can get in this if you want to. You got an ancestor. All you gotta do is have an ancestor. You get in the SUV with it.
I mean, my ancestors, I don't know where my ancestors dated before
Doesn't matter.
before the
You gotta have
revolution.
one. You don't need but one.
Hey, that's true.
That's all you need. They just fired off $300, $500 right now.
Was that an
That
accident?
cannon go off 3 times. I got 2 of them down there from my camp. I'm not in there. I don't have a cannon, but I'm representing my camp that have some.
Yeah.
But they are who have them or what they're doing, but they down. I think it's 3. Some of them about 14. We got probably 5, maybe 6 reenactors down there.
Nice, man. That is awesome.
And they fire their cannon off both sides.
You ready? They're about to fire.
Here we go. Well, let's get some. Oh, look at the ring of smoke.
Dude. He said, before you go, make sure you get your power. He said, they can shoot your power. We were down in the mine when they got you. They come down and shoot your power.
There we go.
That's $100.
Do the smoke ring.
I know, that's the coolest thing.
The $100 one is easy.
Don't think that'd be cooler if you actually saw a cannonball.
Well, you see a crater explode in the ground.
We do a Confederate.
You can tell when they're about to fire because they start raising their hands up. Because when they let their hand down, that's when it fires. So you can see them over there, the wavers.
Yeah, see hands up. Yeah.
Once that hand's let down, it's boom.
Yeah.
See, that's a big.
Woo! Woo!
Dude, that last one is.
That last one was.
Difference in a $300 one and a $100 one?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a triple layer, baby. That's a $300.
Yeah.
Powder.
That's a lot of powder, yeah.
Hey, that's a powder about that much for $100. $300 is about like that.
Man.
And you pack it. They pack it tight.
Yeah.
And when they fire it, they got a string. They pull it. You don't. You can't pull it. You can't light it like you do in the old days.
Oh no, you
gotta pull it with that string. And when they pull it, they pull it with that string, and that cannon jumps.
Yeah.
You can feel it in your feet.
Now you see if they have a ball, you have a ball like this. It's a big old ball that goes in that. If they put a ball in there, you know what that ball will do? It'll knock you down. Kill your ass.
It'll blow you to smithereens. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, here we go. Getting into it.
Watch them start falling dead out there. Some of them start falling dead. Just some of them lay like they're dead.
Yeah. Some more. Even the guns have smoke rings. Oh, that's cool.
They're fighting.
See, they get to fighting doing swords.
Doing swords. He's got the butt of his gun ready.
And don't believe it. The real swords they're using too. Those ain't Blake swords. They real swords. It's all about action. There's a lot of action out there. You got to be real careful about who you.
Charging. don't know if I can see them. Kinda. It's like an old plane.
That's got to be a lot of fun, though.
Oh, yeah.
Don't try a chance on the fly. We wrapping off the plot of them at Camp 842. Follow a chance.
Take video again. I'll be able to get a little bit of it. Camps and stuff.
I'd say stop there.
He started crawling away.